Welcome to Funimation 3D. Have you ever wondered how our world began? Tonight, let's take a magical trip back, way, way back, to a time when there was nothing at all. No trees, no oceans, no sky, not even a single tiny bug doing a silly dance. Just quiet, just darkness, just the biggest, calmest silence you can imagine. Close your eyes for a moment and picture it. No colors, no sounds, no wind, no waves, no birds, not even a hello. It was like a giant empty room with the lights turned off. And then, something happened. A tiny sparkle appeared, a little twinkle, like someone lit a match in the dark. At first it was small, no bigger than a firefly, but it didn't stop. It grew and grew, brighter and brighter, like a happy flashlight saying, "Wake up! It's time!" The darkness blinked, the silence listened, and the first light burst open like a golden flower. Whoosh! Light spread everywhere, shining like warm sunshine and soft moonbeams all at once. It was so bright, you could almost hear it giggle. And with that light, the world started to wake up. Now imagine you are floating in that new light, drifting like a balloon on a calm day. There's still no ground to stand on, so you just float, weightless and curious. The light begins to stretch and swirl, making huge soft spaces above, like a giant blanket being gently pulled open. That becomes the sky, wide, endless, and big enough for dreams. But the sky doesn't want to be empty. It wants friends. So little sparkles pop into place, one by one, like glitter sprinkled across a dark curtain. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Stars appear, thousands of them, blinking as if they're playing hide and seek. Some are bright, some are shy, some look like they're winking at you. Then something even bigger arrives. A glowing ball of warmth rises up like a giant lantern and says, "Hello, everybody!" That's the sun. And when the sun shows up, it brings cozy heat, like the world's biggest warm hug. The light feels happy, and the sky feels proud. But there's still no place to splash, no place to jump, no place to build sandcastles. So the world makes a new sound. Drip, drip, drip. At first, it's only a few drops, like tiny raindrops tapping on an invisible window. But the drops gather together, more and more and more, joining hands to become streams. The streams become rivers. The rivers rush and swirl until, splash, huge oceans form. Imagine it. Endless water rolling and dancing, sparkling under the sun. The oceans are so excited they make waves, big waves, little waves, waves that look like they're clapping. "Yay!" says the ocean. "I can finally wiggle." But the ocean needs a place to rest, so the world shapes the edges of the water slowly and gently, like molding clay. Up comes land. First, tiny bits of ground peek above the waves like little islands asking, "Is it safe?" Then the land rises higher, hills appear, mountains push up like giant sleepy giants stretching their arms, plains spread out like soft carpets. And the world finally has a floor. If you were there, you might run around and shout, "I'm not floating anymore!" The land looks around and says, I feel a little bare." No green, no bright colors, just rocks and dirt and sand. So the world decides to paint. It starts with the tiniest green dot. A sprout. A brave little sprout pokes its head out of the ground like it's popping out from under a blanket and says, "Hi!" Soon more sprouts join in. Grass grows like a soft green fuzzy rug. Flowers pop up in bright colors, red, yellow, purple, pink, like confetti that decided to stay. Trees stretch upward, taller and taller, with branches like arms reaching for the sky. Leaves rustle like whispery secrets, and the air begins to smell sweet and fresh, like a garden after rain. The land is dressed in green now, and it looks amazing. But the world still feels quiet. No footsteps, no chirps, no silly sneezes. So the world creates animals. First, the ocean gets its turn because it's already splashing like it's hosting a party. Fish appear, slipping through the water like shiny arrows. Some are tiny and fast, some are big and slow, and some look like they're wearing fancy striped pajamas. Then, whoosh! Whales glide by, huge and gentle, singing deep songs that sound like underwater lullabies. The ocean cheers, "Now this is fun." Next, the sky wants its turn, so the world makes birds. Little birds flutter like paper airplanes coming to life. Big birds soar high, gliding like kites. Some sing sweet songs, and some squawk as if they're telling jokes. If you listen closely, it almost sounds like the sky is laughing. Then the land says, "Hey, what about me?" So the world makes land animals too, tiny ones with whiskers and wiggly noses, big ones with strong legs and big yawns, bouncy ones that hop, sneaky ones that tiptoe, fuzzy ones, scaly ones, and even animals with long necks that look like they could peek over your fence. Everywhere you look, something moves, something explores, something sniffs, something tries to figure out what a flower is. One little animal stares at a butterfly and thinks, "Is that a flying snack?" And the butterfly quickly says, "Nope," and zooms away. Now the world is full of life, but something is still missing. The world wants someone who can look at the stars and wonder, someone who can name things, someone who can tell stories. So at last, humans arrive. They open their eyes and see the bright sun. They hear the waves. They feel the wind. They touch the trees. And they say, "Wow." They learn to laugh. They learn to build. They learn to help each other. They make songs and dance under the sky. They watch the ocean and dream. And when night comes, they look up at the stars, the same stars that have been twinkling since the very beginning. And here's the most magical part. The whole world is like a giant storybook. The sky is the cover. The oceans are the pages that keep turning. The forests are the pictures. The animals are the characters. And you, yes, you, are part of the story too. Because every day you wake up in this amazing world, and it's still full of wonders. A cloud shaped like a dinosaur, a tiny ant carrying a crumb like it's a treasure, a leaf spinning down like a little helicopter, a sunset painting the sky orange and pink. So the next time you step outside, take a moment to look around. This world is big. This world is beautiful. And in our magical story, it all began with darkness and a tiny sparkle of light. Like, share, and subscribe to Funimation 3D for more amazing stories.